Good morning, and thank you for crafting with me today. Today I am going to begin a new, for me, journal. I'm going to make a mini. Now let me explain my thinking on this mini. When I was working on making the cover for this journal and choosing the papers and so forth, I noticed that after I cut this cover, I had a good bit of significant pretty left over. And then I remembered that I had some of my white journal covering material left over, and I had saved it. I saved it because I had calamities with that first one. This is nice heavy chip and works so well with a journal made with rings. So I said, well, self, why not? I maintained this inside of the white journal page, and then I cut these, of course, to fit and glued them down. And this, of course, then is going to be the front cover, and this the back. And what a delicious little journal this is going to be. I have been calling her Tootsie, and so this is little Tootsie. And this morning, in preparation for our crafting time, I went through my papers and I picked some that I thought might be pretty inside of Tootsie. So I picked this this piece of Tim Holtz. I thought that would be a pretty page. And then I had some of this from another journal that I had removed, and isn't it just lovely painted paper, and I thought that would be pretty in there. So that's going to be another page. And then I picked, while I was going through, I noticed that I had one of my own pieces of art, and I thought, well, why not? Let's consider putting that on one of the pages, but not what I want to see on the background. And then I found this pretty toile paper that I believe came out of a flow book. So I'm going to cover the back of this with this pretty toile. So that's going to be another page of that pretty painty paper, a white. And then I found this one, and I thought, well, it has all of the colors. It's a little bit different. Why not? And I also noticed that it's double-sided, which is a treat. And this is the template that I just cut to fit inside of this journal. This one needs to be planned so that it comes right up to the edge here where the holes will be, and the grommets in the cover. And then I left a little breathing room around the outside. So this is my template. This is another page, and I love, love, love this this paper. So I thought that might be quite nice. After being quite outspoken with this page, I thought this one might look very pretty in there. And I chose a piece of watercolory paper, and I'm so happy that I found this so-called watercolor pad on sale. So that's going to be another page. And this one, because there is some yellow in this, I thought this might be pretty in here. So that is my plan. And first, before I even I'm going to stop and cut these papers, because that's not something that I think you need to watch. It's kind of silly to watch me do that. So I'm going to protect this. And so that none of the picked raspberry distress will get onto the white. It's okay if I want it there, but I'm not sure that I do. So now I'm going to see what happens here. There we go. Oh my. Covering a multitude of situations, and just the tiniest bit down here on the front cover. But I do hope that you can see the real serious thickness of this piece of chip. It was off, I believe, the back of a watercolor pad that I've had, and I was so, you cannot believe how sorry I was. Well, I guess you can, when I had the calamity with the white journal and had to redo. And now I'm so tickled that I kept this. Because now I get to play making another mini to put into my Etsy. Let's see if we can get that down in there a little further. Yes, that's about as far as it is going to go without me causing a calamity. No calamities, please. Alrighty. If I decide that this is a little bit bare, I'm liable to put some of this very, very light, light gray stays on the edge of it. I'm not sure yet what I'm going to want. Whoa. Little too far up. Better. Better. Well, that's good, Carol. Let's revisit the same side. I'm hoping to also start another painted cover. I have the background ready, and I've got an urge, or as my father would have said, got a yen, to do some more painting. Right, that's that one. Did I see a little? Oh, I can repair that with a little tiny bit of the art glitter glue. Let's go the correct way, Carol. I just peeked and made sure that I have my screen here in front of me so that I can see my workplace, that you weren't having to look at my head. So, we have mission accomplished. And a little mission accomplished here. Now I'm going to do the other I'm going to do the other one, and I'm going to cut my papers, and I'll get back. Well, I've been having a good think while I was doing this. I cut these papers, I backed this one, and I was looking at my the few things that I was able to pull out of my stash this morning, and I think that I'm going to use these as pockets in the excuse me, in the front and back cover. So I'm going to zhuzh up the the edge of this. There, that's better. And I think I'm going to use some of my best glue ever. I'm getting to the bottom of it. And so I thought I would give it a wake up. Now if I sit it like that, that'll give me plenty of room, and I will go from here to here. You know, I'll go from here to there. Okay, let me put my fingers in here to there. I want to remember that the Tootsie is little. She's a little girl, and I want to leave some space for journaling and not overdo my embellishments just because I enjoy doing it. That's certainly not where I want to be. And yes, I'm going to get my waxed paper. There we go. That takes care of the front. And then this smaller one on the back. Every time I look at these Lily of the Valley, I just can remember them under the trees up in the country. And as a little girl, you know, 5, 4, I used to love to pick them in a handful and smell them and then bring them inside to my mom. They hold very happy memories. It's really wonderful the way flowers will do that. I have the same happy memories for lilacs. And one of the disappointments of life was that Florida is not lilac land. You have to have, they have to cold over in the winter. But lilies of the valley and lilacs and roses and peonies. Oh, I remember friends up in the also up in the country where I was teaching for a while, a couple of years, in a very small village outside of Binghamton, New York. A good friend had a whole row of them across her back before you went up the hill and into the farmland and the pasture. She had a row of peony bushes. It was absolutely unbelievably beautiful. Ready now. Let's get those aside. And let's do these papers one at a time. Why not? Okay, these go over here. Now this one. Whatever I do, I don't want it to be too much. No, I don't. But then we have the back. All white and just waiting for me to play a little bit, but not too much because I want to leave plenty of journaling space. Back to using the walnut, which I really do like. Very, very much. Just a hint. Just the smallest hint to edge that paper. We're having a cold snap here in Jacksonville, and when I consider what I call a cold snap and what some of you folks are going through with blizzards and snow, and I really close my mouth and say, enough, Carol. Stop talking about cold snaps. It's ridiculous compared to what's happening. And I do remember snow in Brooklyn. The front yard was, one year was full of snow. I mean, I would say at least 2 was over my head when I was young. And I remember building a snow fort that I could crawl into. So I do have memories of snow. Now, just a little tiny touch around the edge here. But the back, oh yes. That is just calling for some stenciling, isn't it? Oh yes. Definite stencil. A bit of it would be very nice. Right there. Just the lightest bit. I'm going to put this down first. And just the tiniest bit of a hint of pink. Just a hint. Very nice. And just another little hint right there. And maybe a writing spot. Maybe a writing spot. How about a little green writing spot right there? Into the stays-on drawer. There it is. No, I don't need that. Olive green. I don't want it to be too strong at all. I've found, because of the 3-day declutter and change in my studio, I found my Dollar Tree cutting mats. I had cut many of them, but I pretty well used up that last one. And I found this, and I'm just tickled. Oh, goodness. The pollen, great. The yellow dust is unbelievable. Ah, yes. Just enough. Well, I'm going to leave that one alone for a while. Well, I'm also going to do something about this misery that I seem to be developing. You don't need to listen to me cough like I'm silly. I will return momentarily. Well, I'm sorry I forgot to turn on the camera, but all I did was cut a corner here and put a little of the picked raspberry on this side, and a little of the walnut stain. So now we know that you can do two sides in different colors, and it works a treat. Let's see where we are here. I'm going to leave that alone for a bit. I'll come back to this page. Next, well, I just think because of that, I'm going to edge this a bit. And I'm not 100% sure that these cutters are going to go through that thickness too easily, so let's hope that works. Oh yes, okay, good. Very good. And let's put that one over there, and this here. And the back. I'm going to do the same thing and then add some journaling lines. I'm going to use the walnut stain. Want a faint little guideline for writing. Very good. Alrighty. Now, where are we? Oh, my fave. Okay. And that definitely has some of the walnut coloration in it, so just a little. Oops, let's do a oh. Let's try. Let's try this one. Just on, now do we want it this way or this way? I like this, so, and I want that to show, so this one, here we go. I'm going to stand up here so that I find the cuts, any chance of a cut is better when I'm standing up. Oh yes, very good. I'm happy about that one. All right, we need the dots to line up right there. Are they there? Absolutely yes. And one more go. Well, if you had sense, Carol, you'd realize that wasn't going to work. The lines lined up. Oops. Oh. I never cease to be amazed when it works. There we go. Now back to business here. If I hadn't been crafting with you this morning, I probably would have just gone on with water and a Ricola, but it's very important to me that I don't become annoying with my coughing and sniffing. Let's see what I have here. Maybe this as a tuck, a tiny tuck for Tootsie. What do we think? I'm thinking I'm liking that a lot. These bits and bobs that I found are still part of that collection from last July when I hit the estate sale of the scrapbooking lady. What a wonder and a joy that was. I think I'll just go halfway up. Okay. I bought something to help this. A heavy bottom glass at the Dollar Tree. All about the weight on the bottom. So I thought, I wonder if I stood my glues upside down, would it help with these? So no time like the present to find out. Oh, do come down. Stop being silly. There it is. There it is. I must put it over because the holes will be there. Oh, let's do it this side. Thank you for telling me that. I know I heard you saying. Other side, Carol. The other side, girl. Okay. And now let's see what happens. I'm thinking a little bit of serious stenciling might work there. pale. Very pale indeed. Well, it will either be peony or hydrangea. But as long as it's Saran Coat, I'm happy. Let's give this a try. And let's visit the small. Let's visit the stencil drawer. Let's see whether that will work or not. And so I forgot that, you know, it's Tootsie, she's little. Let's see. I wish I could hear. Oops, let me remember. Holes over here, Carol. Let's not get. There it is. Yes. We'll try the lighter first. Might be a little too light. Then there's no reason that I can't just hit it again. What's that nastiness? Alrighty, I'm sorry. Thinking out loud. No, I don't think this is going to suit. This might just be a smidge too light. Smidge being an art word, of course. It's there, but not quite what it needs to be. Let's see now, right on top of that, what happens? And this one right here. Just a touch that can be very easily journaled over. Next, next. No, I'm going to stay in order. Yes, I am. I can't have another edge. I have to have a corner. Yes, I do. But what else do I have to have? I'm thinking that might be quite pretty. So, I'm going to take off a little bit. The holes will be here. Yes, I'm thinking that might be. I don't want to overdo. I want to leave plenty of place for additions and journaling. I know there's some yellow on the front of that cover. Yes, I'm going to I just like this. Not too much. That's something to differentiate the edges here from the white background. Good. Now, this walnut has a stain, has a tiny hint of a yellow added to it, so it you can definitely see it. Back to the drawer. Back to the drawer. Something very, very, very light and something geometric because of all of these flowers. Alrighty. Out, out. Well, I'm going to do this on the front and back, and I will return. I have done some work in here because I thought that many of the things that I was doing was nothing that you hadn't seen many times over, but I thought I would run through now with to share the pages, and my goal was that pages can be added. I didn't want to put too many pages in. I wanted to leave some room for journaling, but because of the size of the rings, I'm not going to, it's going to be plenty of room for additions. So we have the front cover, and I have very lightly marked the placement for the rings. And the inside of the front cover, I've added a piece of journaling card. There we go. The first page, I added the seal and a piece of ribbon to the back of this page. On this one that I let go in the beginning, I decided to leave this with a pocket. And on the back, I made a small pocket with an inclusion. On the back of this one, I added some lace, and the color couldn't be more perfect with this toile. And on this one, I added a little bit of a journaling spot, not too much, so that there would be plenty of room. Another sticker. I'm quite tickled with the way that stenciling worked. And here I have another pocket, a rather large one, and I added another butterfly back here. And this one, oh my, this is a rub-on that I got at that estate sale last July, and heavens knows how old they are, and I've never ever had luck with rub-ons, but I decided that I would put on my big girls And I really worked at this, and I literally closed my eyes when I ripped off the piece, and as luck would have it, it's still alive. I'm going to start coughing again, so I'm going to stop. On the back, I added some stenciling to play up the colors on the watercolor cardstock. On this one, I added this piece, and then I realized that these delicate pieces here were not going to hold up too well, so I took off some of the corner ones so that it would be in further and less likely to rip. On the back, I added a piece of lace. This one speaks for itself, and so does this one. I got this last one with the birdie. On the back, I did some light stenciling again. I added this tuck spot, this tag, and so we come to the inside of the back cover with a journaling spot. I have not gotten any further than that. I need to do some thinking as to whether or not I'm actually going to add some more pages. I very well could do that. But now my next steps would be holes with grommets in the covers and holes in each of the pages. And I'm going to have a rethink because I just might want to do a little bit of stamping here and there. So, if you have enjoyed today's adventure, please give me a thumbs up, leave a comment, share with a friend, and I would appreciate it if you would subscribe to my channel. Bye now.